Hi, Jooshies! Guys, I am in Korea right now, back in my motherhood! It always feels so good back to being in Korea because there's just so much to do here. Everything is just so fun. Everything is just so pretty, so safe. I just love being back to where I was born and I was raised. But today, we're going to get ready together. I'm going to use all my favorite products and just do my daily makeup. This video is going to be the summary of Korean skincare clinics treatment. And I'm basically going to pull out what's good and tell you guys what's bad as well, so you guys can stay away from that. You know, I always got you guys, right? Whenever you guys come to Korea, you guys always want to go to skincare clinics, but there are just way too many procedures and things out there. So you're probably like,
oh my god, I'm so overwhelmed. I don't even know what I want to get because
there are way too many skincare treatments and procedures available in Korea. And I know it gets very overwhelming because you probably don't know what these things do to your skin, what are some side effects, and also just what is best for you because there's just too many that does similar things, right? And that's why I exist. Girl, I've been going to skincare clinics for the past 4 years, and since then, it's kind of mind-blowing to me that, whoa, like how are all my girls who are visiting Korea going to know about all of these? Because I'm an influencer, so I get to try all these out, but you guys probably not. So girl, I got you guys. I am going to thoroughly summarize all the good things that are available in Korea and tell you guys what are things I highly recommend and I also highly discourage you guys from getting it. I've been going to this same clinic for the past 4 years. I always go to a clinic called GU Clinic, which is located in Sinnoyeon in Gangnam, and GU is the clinic that has the most updated devices out there. And I am very close with the head doctor there, so I actually invited him to hop on a quick call, a video call with him during this video, so he's going to also help explain some of the procedures that are available in GU as well. So girl, this video is going to be a good one because I know you guys are all interested in it and there are not many videos that summarize all these, so let's start getting ready and chit chat. Okay, first we're going to put on my favorite contacts, Mood Night Brown. So I'm going to divide this video into 3 main segments. First section is going to be more so on skin peeling and things that's going to give you more like skin glow. Second section is going to be about lasers, like lifting lasers. And the third section is going to be injections, like anything that you inject into the skin, such as Botox, fillers, and many others. And just to let you guys know, I am not a medical doctor. This is just based on my experience and what I've learned from talking to different doctors as well. First, let's go in with the foundation stick. There are actually a lot of different skin treatments that are known to enhance your skin texture and it's going to tone your skin and blah blah blah. But girl, there are also a lot that actually ruin my skin more. So number 1, peeling. I don't know how I feel about peeling, guys, because there are a lot of times when I've tried like aqua peeling and stuff in clinics and they actually made me break up more because I have sensitive skin. If you have more tougher skin barrier, maybe it might work for you. I personally don't recommend aqua peel, but if you are an advocate like, oh my god, no, I have to get peeling done in Korea, then there's something that I recommend for people with sensitive skin like me. It's called Lara Peel. So this peeling specifically uses pH 5.5, so it's more on the neutral side, not acidic and not basic. So it's not going to irritate your skin at all while providing that nutrients to your skin, so it helps your skin barrier to rebuild quicker. And I got this Lara Peel in GU Clinic once and it didn't strip off my skin, but I just don't like the idea of peeling. But if you really want some kind of peeling, then try getting Lara Peel. And second is rejuran injection. Rejuran is actually becoming very popular globally as well. I actually have mixed feeling about rejuran because when I got rejuran for the first time, first of all, it hurts like ass. If you have very low pain tolerance or even moderate level of pain tolerance, girl, don't get it. Like I have high pain tolerance and I was crying. I just thought I would never get this done again and this will be the one and only time I will ever get this done. And compared to all that pain, the effect only lasts for 1 month. Isn't that crazy? And since you're injecting something into your skin, it's going to actually leave a lot of injection marks all over your face, so you're not going to look presentable for at least a week. And what rejuran exactly does is that it enhances natural healing by boosting collagen, elastin, and hydration. So your skin is just going to look so plump and naturally glowy like all the Korean actresses and celebrities. Rejuran did work for me when I got it done the first time. However, the effect only lasted for, I would say, 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I started breaking out again. So I was like, what is going on? And I got it done twice more after that. And I feel like my body just built some kind of immunity against rejuran. So the result that I got from the second time and the third time wasn't as pleasing and as good as the first time I got it done. I'm using my favorite Peri Para eyeshadow palette now. So I might be a little biased because my skin is just weird. I feel like my skin doesn't like rejuran as much, but there are also some girlies who love rejuran. But girl, for all that pain, because the pain level of rejuran is literally like a 12 out of 10 or like 100 out of 10. It is so freaking painful, guys. I just don't know if it's worth all that pain to only make the result last for 2 weeks. I don't know. You might love it, but also you might not like it. I would recommend you test out rejuran skincare products first that has PDRN inside, and if you have some kind of breakout, then you probably don't want to get rejuran injection as well, because that just means that your skin is allergic to it. So make sure you do your own investigation about the ingredient to see whether it suits you or not first before you get rejuran healer. But girl, you know what was life-changing for me? Stem cell therapy. So think of stem cell therapy as something that's similar to rejuran, except the effect lasts longer and also it doesn't hurt. So essentially how rejuran heals your skin is that it contains something called polynucleotide. And this polynucleotide mimics the natural texture of your skin, and that's how we can provide that deep hydration and repair. So stem cell therapy uses your own stem cells for deeper and personalized regeneration. It's personalized to your own DNA. And that's what I meant by how rejuran gave me some kind of allergic reaction when I got it done the second time. But this one, it won't, because it uses your own stem cells. It's going to work for everyone, but you're not going to see any sort of immune rejection. And that's why it's just so worth it. And Korean celebrities actually don't get rejuran as much too, because the downtime is just too long and they always have really busy schedule. And I actually had a chance to get it done at GU Clinic. I believe it was a few months ago, and girl, I freaking loved it. And I'm actually going in today to get it done again, because think of the pain level as a little prickling just all over the face, but you don't penetrate as deep inside. I would say the pain was 3 or 2 out of 10, very mild pain. And for me specifically, I was seeing very glowy skin and very hydrated plump skin for around 2 or 3 months. So although it's not a full year, but the effect is definitely longer than rejuran, so it's definitely more worth it. And I actually made a video when I got the stem cell therapy, and some of you guys had a lot of questions and were asking, oh my god, like why did they have to take out so much blood and blah blah blah. I actually invited Dr. Conan, who's the head doctor at GU Clinic. He wanted to personally explain to you guys what it is more in depth from a doctor and a medical perspective. So let's have Dr. Conan over.
Hi Jooshica, let me answer your question in New York.
So I just wanted to ask you a few questions to clarify some misconceptions about stem cell therapy to my fans. So number 1, why is so much blood taken out?
혈액 줄기세포를 120에서 240ml 정도를 쓰는데 본인의 건강 상태나 뭐 몸무게나 이런 거에 따라 달라지겠지만 우리가 성인의 안전한 체열량을 생각하면 450에서 500ml까지도 안전해요. 그렇기 때문에 사실 크게 걱정 안 하셔도 되고, 그리고 우리가 충분한 문진을 통해서 진행을 하고 체열을 하고 나서도 저희가 의료진이 모니터링을 하기 때문에 크게 걱정하지 않으셔도 될 것 같습니다.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And another question is, does it only last for 2 months?
이제 개개인의 건강 상태에 따라 다르지만 보통 우리가 혈액 줄기세포는 2달에서 3달 정도 효과가 지속된다라고 보면 되고요.
Okay, so are there any side effects or risk involved with stem cell therapy?
우리 몸에서 얻은 거기 때문에 뭐 알러지 리액션이나 이뮨 리액션이 거의 없어요. 그럼에도 불구하고 이게 개인차나 어떤 컨디션에 따라서 뭐 붓기나 멍이 있을 수가 있습니다. 대부분 수준에 좋아지니까 크게 걱정하실 건 없을 것 같아요.
Perfect. I think that's one of the main reasons why I love stem cell therapy, because of low risk and side effects. Thank you. And is one session good enough to see the result?
물론 한 번만 해도 효과를 느낄 수가 있지만 뭐 2회에서 3회 정도 반복 시술하는 걸 추천드립니다.
And can it be combined with other treatments like lasers?
Yes. 우리가 여기서 이제 뭐 EBD라고 하는 뭐 울세라 써마지 이런 것들과 함께 해주면은 더 장기적인 그런 콜라겐 재생이나 그런적인 효과가 있기 때문에 너무 좋죠.
And is this safe for people with certain conditions like anemia?
빈혈이 있는 경우라면 저희가 이제 의료진과 충분한 문진과 상담을 통해서 이제 결정을 하게 돼요. 이제 크게 걱정하지 마시고 우선 문진 후에 진행한다라는 부분을 인지하시면 될 것 같습니다.
Perfect. And lastly, why can't the treatment be repeated right away after a session?
줄기세포 시술은 이제 회복 기간이 필요해요. 2, 3주 정도 회복 기간만 두고 하면 너무 좋다라고 생각이 들고.
Okay, wow. Thank you so much for the thorough explanation, Dr. Conan. I know a lot of my fans were really curious about all the questions that I just asked you. So again, thank you for your time.
See you soon at GU Clinic. Bye.
So as Dr. Conan explained, I personally really like stem cell therapy, so I do want to highly recommend that to you guys versus rejuran. Stem cell therapy is not readily available in a lot of different clinics, but if you're interested, definitely check out GU because I do think it is really worth your money. Okay, just going in with the mascara as you guys can see. Okay, and moving on, we have lasers. And girl, there are so many freaking lasers out there these days that's supposed to help with skin lifting. And I didn't even know what I was getting until like last year when I realized some laser treatments just didn't work for me. So of course, I'm gonna tell you guys everything and recommend you guys some of the things that I think is worth your money. Okay, first we have InMode. People who get skin treatments in Korea probably have heard of this. I just used the Peripera Brow Care, by the way. But InMode actually has two different settings. So first one is Mini FX and second one is Forma. Mini FX is the one that's supposed to burn your fats. A lot of people get it done on their double chin. And Forma uses high frequency and they radiate that into the dermis layer. And that high frequency is going to heat up that skin surface. And the heat is going to promote collagen and elastin production, which then improves the skin elasticity and gives you that lifted effect. So my thoughts on InMode. I personally don't think InMode worked for me because I had a lot of double chin before and girl, I always got InMode. It didn't really do much. And it actually bruises your skin a lot, so you are going to have some downtime, which is a major side effect of InMode, so just keep that in mind as well. The reason why I believe it didn't work for me is because I don't live in Korea, so I basically couldn't get it done every month. InMode is suggested that you get it done every month to see the result. Maybe if I did that, it might have worked, but a lot of foreigners are visiting Korea and they don't live in Korea. I don't think it's worth your money if you're just getting it done just once. You're not going to see the difference. Before and after was exactly the same for me. So for foreigners who don't visit Korea often, I don't think InMode is the best lifting and also fat dissolving option for you. For lifting laser, I personally really like something called Shrink. It's SHURINK. Shrink. Shrink your face. So Shrink uses high intensity laser and stimulate the production of collagen, so it helps again with the lifting and rejuvenating your skin. Shrink is actually really powerful because it goes very, very deep into your skin layer, so with just getting it once, you are going to see a lifted effect. With Shrink, what I like about it is that the effect lasts long. I believe that it actually lasts for several years, and since I got Shrink too, I could see that my jawline and my overall face is just like more snatched. Like, although it's not going to be like,
Oh my god, like your wrinkle is just completely gone.
no, it's not going to be like that, but it's a very subtle change. And I know if you get it like every year or biannually, then you are going to definitely see a more snatched result. So if you want lifting, then I highly recommend Shrink. And lastly, we have injections. I feel like Botox and fillers are just way too common, so I'm going to introduce you guys to some injections that you might not have heard of that I personally really liked. I actually personally don't really like getting fillers done because I just don't like having some kind of, you know, like foreign material in my body that just sits there. I feel like that's just very uncomfortable. So to add volume, I love getting Juvelook volume, or there's something called Elance that I got. I believe it was like February of this year, so it was a few months ago. I believe Elance is a form of Sculptra. So for both Sculptra and Juvelook Volume, they both boost collagen production, giving you that natural plump and volume effect. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Juvelook Volume, the effect doesn't last as long as the Sculptra. I believe the Sculptra lasts a little longer, but correct me if I'm wrong. So for me, it's been around 3 to 4 months since I got that procedure done, and I can still see that there's a lot of volume on my face. And as I said, it is a natural way of just boosting collagen, so rather than getting fillers, I just prefer more of this better because there's no foreign material in my face right now, so it's just safer. So I personally love getting those two, Juvelook and Sculptra, for volume. And I mentioned to you guys before that in mode is supposed to burn the fat on your face, but I didn't like that, and what I actually recommend is something called the V-Fit injection. I always get that every time when I go to GU. It is an injection that is personally made by the head doctor at GU Clinic, and I feel like that one worked really well if you do it with other lifting lasers like shrink. So every time when I go to GU, shrink and then V-Fit is something that I always get. So V-Fit injection is basically a fat dissolving injection, but there are also a lot of fat dissolving injections that are not safe for your body and that doesn't work, but the one that's made by the doctor at GU just worked well for my body. But again, it might vary depending on your personal preference and also just your innate immune system as well, so definitely look into it before you go ahead and do the fat dissolving injection. Okay guys, but that is it for all the recommendations. So I am sure you guys learned a lot today because it was meant to be more of an informative video as well. And as I always say, all my videos that talk about all the clinical treatments and procedures are not meant to force it upon my fans who are watching this, but just to help you guys make better decisions, because I know you guys, when you come to Korea, it's like a ritual for a lot of people to get skin treatments done, but I don't want you guys to waste your money because these treatments, you guys, are not cheap. So it's important that you get something that actually works for you and something that is safe as well. But obviously, whatever I told you guys are just my recommendation. Definitely consult with a doctor. And these two are the lippies that I'm obsessed with these days. I'm using the Roman Glad Lasting Tint in Fake, and this one is the Fui 3D Volumizing Gloss 30% in Shade Candy. Finishing off with a setting spray and we're done. Okay guys, so I'm all ready to hang out. This is how my makeup turned out today. Super glossy, my perfect daily makeup. Isn't this so cute? Okay guys, but this is it for today's video. I will see you guys in my next video. Love you all, Jooshies.